This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in the last class, we talked about something called rank, dense rank, and row number. Okay, so this was very important because in the real time, the scenario comes like wherever you want to find out if someone is asking, okay, can you tell me who is the topmost rank holder? Or maybe, see, not only in the case of student, you may get a scenario like who was the topmost sale person, like or else who was the third highest salaried person, second highest ranked student. So the scenarios will be different, but the concept remains same. Okay, so we learned about something called rank, dense rank, and something called row number. Okay, so what happens in rank? When you apply rank, in between, if someone is having like two people are having same marks, the rank is going to be skipped. If it is a case of dense rank, if two people are having same ranks, the next number will be a consecutive number that will be followed. But in case of a row number, every unique row is going to have a unique number. This is what the difference is. This is what you have to tell and answer. Okay, so again, we'll see how to write a syntax. Very simple, very simple. Okay, once you write rank or even you write dense rank, the next foremost condition, or I would say the thumb rule, is you have to write something called over. On what you're writing rank, what basis you're writing rank, that comes under over order by marks, descending order. Based on the descending order of the marks, it is going to give the rank. That is what is the actual meaning of this. Okay, now once you have seen this, I give you an assignment telling that what if I want with respect to different medium student. I have something called English medium, Kannada medium, then how can I write it? My rank will not work in that case. If I just see, this is a rank based on school. Okay, agree? Dia, who is 99 marks, is getting first rank. Karthik, who is having 97 marks, having second rank. But obviously, this guy is first rank in English medium. This guy is first rank in English medium, but he is like second rank in the school. How do I get this? This is assignment which I asked you to figure it out. How can you figure it? For example, I gave you one explanation, like either you can go with like this union of English marks with union of Kannada marks. Okay, so if I just union it, I will get to know who is the third rank student with respect to English medium, with respect to Kannada medium. If I just take first rank, if I just take first rank, I'll be getting all the first rank students with respect to this. If I don't write a where condition, if I don't write a where condition, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get everything. Okay, now you tell me, how can I get this? How can I get this? This is what my requirement is. In English medium, it is ranking 1 4. In Kannada medium, it is having one rank 1 to 4. But in case of languages are increasing, maybe different classes are there like English, Kannada, Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu. I can't keep on writing union, 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 union. There is a problem. I would say this is not an effective way to do it, so I'd asked you to do a research on this. Okay, just if you add something to this, you will be able to achieve this. Okay, so has anyone researched?
By using partition, we will get.
By using partition we will get. Okay, anyone else? No one has researched.
By using partition, we'll get it.
Okay, partition. Okay, What about others? If you're not researched, please do tell at least. No.
No, Sutosh.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm sharing the scripts daily, right? Maybe even if I forget, you are asking and I'm sharing, right? So please practice it, okay? So it's very important. So in the real time, only you will be getting and you'll be able to answer the question only if you practice it, okay? These scenarios will definitely come. Even in interview, it will come. Even if they are writing the query correctly, okay, I will ask you, okay, this was with respect to school. What if with respect to class? Or even with respect to salary, third highest salary, fourth highest salary, definitely I will ask you with respect to department. Okay, please take it seriously. We are coming towards end of the SQL. We are going to start Power BI in few classes. Okay, and again telling our course is completely like we are concentrating more on Power BI. You need a lot of time to practice. So that's why I'm telling and again SQL is like a starting step. Let us say you become an expert in Power BI. The first question they're never going to ask on Power BI. Okay, with only SQL also there is a possibility of rejection and selection. If I'm taking interview, first I'll ask SQL questions. If 2 to 3 questions they are not able to answer, I'm not at all going to ask you Power BI questions. What is the purpose of reading Power BI then? If GD says SQL with Power BI, for sure I will ask SQL. Okay, so we are going in a we are teaching everything from scratch, so please practice it. Something is given, do practice. In case if you don't know, you can always ask in the group. Something you have to do it, else like you, it will become difficult when you're cracking interviews. Okay, every single question that is going to be asked in interview, I'm telling. So at least keep remembering this, keep practicing this. Okay, this is one thing, one advice I would give you. So please do it. It will not take much time. Just you could have just searched third highest maximum salary using rank function in Google, you would have got it. Nothing else, right? So that's what I would wanted to tell. We are towards the end now. Once you start with Power BI, you will not find to practice both. There also you will be getting a lot of assignments. So there also you will be generating a report, you will be generating a charts. So something which you have to spend a lot of time on it. But to crack the interview, ACL is going to be the first step. I have seen many people who are expert in Power BI, but they don't know SQL. If they are not writing a simple SQL query, maybe I will not at all take them, right? So please do that. Okay, now we'll come back to the code. We'll come back to the code. Okay, as told by, I think Anjali and Ahmad, I think both of you told about, we are going to use something called partition by. Okay, just observe what changes I'm making. Line number 148, this is the rank per school. Okay, in line number 151, what I will do is, before order by, I will write something called partition by medium. That is all is a change. What is going to happen? Initially it was ranking on marks. Now what is happening in the line number 151? It is telling partition by medium means, first you partition medium. Okay, so once you partition the medium, for that medium you give rank. This is what the meaning for line number 151. Okay, so 151 meaning is, first you rank it and then like first you partition. Partition is what? Dividing. The meaning of partition is dividing. You're dividing. Divide by medium first, and then you divide by, and then you order by marks, and for that you give rank. Okay, so now let us see. Line number 148 is giving me ranks as per the school. 97, 99, 97, 90. If I run line number 151, this is what I wanted. English, I'm getting 4. Kannada, I'm getting 4. So though this guy was second highest in the school, because first highest was Dia, second highest was this person. Even though this guy is second highest person, he is still getting the first rank because he is from English medium. Okay, now can anyone tell me? I need both. Here I need class rank, here I need school rank. How can I get it? I have taught you what is how to do school ranking as well as class ranking. I need both in only one query.
More dense rank we need to add.
One more dense rank we have to add.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Dense rank.
Okay. So I'll copy this. Okay. I'll copy this. Okay. Tell me what change I have to make here.
Yeah, at last, comma.
Comma.
Dense rank.
Okay. I'll copy same thing again. Okay. What changes I have to make here?
In one dense rank, we need to give partition.
Okay.
Partition by medium.
Partition by medium. For one thing I will give school rank.
School.
For one thing I'll give class rank. Why there is an error? Okay, there is some extra comma. Okay. Now, can you tell me this query will work or not? Whether I can use two rank functions in the same code and it is going to work or not?
I think we need to write two select queries top again. This test rank need to be added in one more select query.
Okay. Why one more select is required? Just for see if I comment this, it will work. It will work. Okay. If I go and see this, I'm going to get school rank. This is correct. But now if I want one more rank, how to add one more additional column? Just write comma. Just write comma. Start adding logic. Start adding logic. Okay. Now the question is, will this work or not? Anyone who's telling it will work, anyone who's not telling it will not work.
It will work, sir, maybe.
It will work. Okay. Let's go and run this. Let's go and run this. If I run this, this is what I've got. Just check if this is correct or not. Just check if this is correct or not. Okay. Now you tell me, okay, this person, Dia, Kannada medium, or maybe the marks is 99. School rank is first, class rank is first. Okay, come for Karthik, who's in English medium. School rank is second, but his class rank is first. Okay, so what happens here is I can get both. What is the change I'm making? Nothing. I'm just keep on adding after this comma and keep on adding something called I'm keep on adding additional columns. Okay, make sure your syntax is right. Okay, rest everything the query will take care. I had a simple question based on the medium you rank it. That is all the changes I've done. I've clubbed both. I am getting school rank as well as class rank. Okay, now very important. in the query which they ask you to write, just check whether they're asking you rank per class or not. Like, I mean, only school rank is there, go for just order by. If they ask something like class rank, medium will come. Okay, this is a very simple example I am giving, but in the real time, what happens is they will ask you third maximum salaried person. If they ask, go for the line number 148. If they ask salaried person by department, like admin department is there, IT department is there, non-IT department is there, finance department is there. So based on this, if you want to rank it, then you have to go and use something called line number 151. Okay, so very important. I'm again and again I'm repeating. Okay, even today I have a interview, I'm going to use same code. I'm going to show this table and I'm going to ask the code. This is what I am going to do it. The same way every interviewer will have some logics written and they will share the screen and they will ask you the questions. Okay, so this comes only by practice. Okay, if you just tell that, okay, I will memorize this code, it's not going to work. You have to try with single class, you have to try with multi-class. Even the script also, if you see, the script also will be available and you have to just create it. You need not even copy paste my code, you can run it on your own because you know create statement, you know insert statement. Okay, the more and more you make your hands sweat, I think you will be in a better position to write a query. Okay, so everything comes only by practice. Keep on practicing SQL code. Okay, now what we have seen is we have completed this rank functions. Okay, so what we will do, there is something that you have to understand. Okay, about something called date data type. Like last week, Friday, we learned about date data type. Okay, so there is some scenario in the real time. Okay, you will be getting an example of this. Okay, so let us see what example is that. So let us assume this is a table. Okay, so for the first time I am using date. Till now I was not using date data type. Okay, but we learned data type. What is a default format? Okay, what is a default format? If you want timestamp, if you want date, if you want something like date time or year, something we have learned about data type. What I will do, I will go and create a one single table. This table is sales table. This label is a sales table. Okay, once I create this, I'm inserting customer ID. Who was a customer ID? What was his order? What was the product name he has purchased? When did he purchase and how much rupees they have purchased? Basically, this is a sale. Okay, this is a sale. So now I will insert it and I will go and write select star from sales table. Select star from same table. I will run it. Okay, now you tell me, let us say who answers this question. With respect to product wise, can anyone tell me how much sale is happened? Simple question.
Using distinct.
For Vivo, 6,000 sales happened.
I'm sorry.
For Vivo phone, 6,000 sale is happened.
Okay. For Samsung phone.
Also use group by function.
10,000.
Okay. So how are you telling it is 6,000, 5,000, 4,000? Tell me the query.
Select star from product name. Select product name. Product name.
Product name. Okay.
Sum of sales. Sum of sale. Group by. From sales underscore TB.
Okay.
Group by. Group by.
Group
Product
by.
name. Product name.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone disagreeing with this line number 18?
No, Santosh.
Sorry? Correct?
It will work.
Okay. Let us see this will work or not. I'm repeating, my requirement was Vivo, how much was sale? Samsung, how much was sale? iPhone, how much was sale? Okay, you have given me this answer. Let me run it. Vivo, it is 6,000. iPhone, it is 8,500. Samsung, it is 10,000. MI is 10,000, 3,000. This is correct. This is correct. Okay. If I want to order it with respect to maximum, like I want to order it with the sales in the descending order, how will I do it?
Order by.
Last order.
After group by, we will use order by.
Order by what?
Order by 2 descending.
Order by 2 descending. Okay. What is this 2?
The second column.
Second
In
column.
select statement.
Yeah, in the select statement. Okay, in the select statement, this is a 1, this is 2. Okay, so now if I run it, I will get Samsung as first, iPhone as 2, Vivo as third, MI as 4. Okay, now if I write like this without writing 2, still I will get. Okay, if I just give some alias name and the same alias name, if I repeat it, order by, that also I will get. Okay, now client is telling me, hey, forget about the total sale. Okay, don't show me whichever is less than 7,500. That means I need only Samsung and iPhone, because I am reporting this to my business. My business, if I show that Vivo phone and MI phone is made very cheap sales, my business, my reputation will go down. So you in the data, you don't show that. In the data, you don't show that. What to do?
Where
Group by
class.
product name where sum of sale is greater than greater than 6,000.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Remove that
Where
order by class. You add the where class to this one.
Okay, where clause?
Where
Okay, where?
sum of sale.
Maybe can I use this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Greater than 6,000. Yeah.
It won't work.
it won't work.
it will
Why?
work.
Wait,
Total
using that to
not existing column.
I think two people are telling. Tell one by one, please. What is wrong with this query?
Not existing column.
Total sale is not existing column. Where condition will not work.
we do subquery, we will use subquery.
Having class.
Group by having.
Having or subquery? Which one?
Having
If it is
Having.
having, yeah, tell me the query.
group by product name having
Having
total
Total
sale
sale.
total sale
greater than 6,000.
greater than 6,000. Now if I go and run this, I'm hearing a lot of disturbance. I'm sorry. So once you answered, please go on mute. So the scenario which you have got is this total sum of sale. Okay, I have done a filtration for an aggregate function. That is what is having condition. Why you need a subquery? Not required. Okay, not required. You need not write a subquery. Now you tell me, how can you write it in a better way? This is a better way. This is what you have to use a having condition. Okay, what I will do now, one of them I heard about, one of them telling like subquery as well. So what I will
Excuse
do,
me.
yeah.
In the last time, I mean, one previous to this one is you haven't used a where condition. So the reason is we are not using the where condition only because in the I mean it is not the sum of cell not belongs to actual in the table column, right?
Yes, the reason why I'm not using where condition is, where condition if you are using, that filtration should happen on an existing column. Where if you tell product name is equal to Vivo phone, where if the sales status this one, if the sale is something, if the where condition if you are using the actual column you are filtering, this is not an actual column.
So that
This is a
when you say actual column, that may be alias name of that column also, right?
what I did not get you.
For example, if you filter it by this, if you query the first 16th line,
Okay.
okay, for example, this is a product name is the column, where
Yeah.
product name is so and so. If I want to use where condition, if for the product name, if I use some alias name or PN, so I can use that where condition PN, right?
No. You cannot use where condition at all. You cannot use where condition because this is an aggregated column. Suppose you're telling like this, huh? This is a product name like this.
Yeah. So that PN I can use as a where condition, right?
Yeah, we will check that. We will check that. Suppose where PN equal to Vivo. Okay, it should come after where condition group by phone. Okay, forget about having now. I don't want having. Now we will see what will come. Still it is throwing an error. Unknown column PN. Because this is what I am changing here. This is what I am changing here. Okay, but if you want to get this, what you can do is select start from, put a query and write a query, give a alias name where PN equal to whatever we want. Still it's not coming. Why?
Where condition in middle we
I
need to.
where condition.
Okay, yeah, sorry, yes, where condition, yes. Yeah, now I got it. Only Vivo phone sales. You can get it, but as again I told, this is on the fly you are creating, on the fly and creating. You cannot use it in the where condition. Just like that, you cannot use this one in an existing where condition. This will also will not work. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
that's fine.
yeah. Now we'll go back to here. We'll go back to this. Okay. So now, can you tell me? I heard someone telling we can achieve this using without writing having condition as well. Okay, now tell me, how can I write this without writing having condition? I need results this too in my data set. You and I just told the answer now itself.
By using where condition we can get it in.
Okay, tell me how to write it.
Select product name.
Sorry,
Select
select
star
star from
from
select star from
Mark the above query as a subquery.
okay, I will put it as a subquery, and I'll put bracket, I'll close bracket. Okay, then
where
Where PN, right?
where
Total
total
sales.
sales greater than
total sale greater
7,000.
6,000.
than 6,000. Okay, this
7,000.
is going to work or this is not going to work?
It's going to work.
where A dot total sale.
Maybe it will work.
Okay, A dot total sale. Okay. Okay. I have told you we could have written by having condition, having total sale greater than 6,000. I have told this. Okay, now I have to get it in the same result. These two results I want to get it here. How can I do it? If I go and run this, still I am getting. Okay, why now this total sale is something which I am applying where condition is. How I am applying this where condition is remove this now. Remove this, or maybe I'll run only this. If you see here, product name total sale is an existing column for this query because I've written select star from this. It will consider as a table because select star from table is there, but here I'm writing select star from subquery. This subquery is treated as a table. For that table I'm giving alias name A, so where A dot total sale equal to 6,000. Okay, so suppose if you don't give A also, suppose you don't give A also, it will work. Why? Because for in this table phone name and total sale is already existing, so you need not give, but always go and give a best practice, like once you define anything in a subquery, access it using alias name. Okay, so this is using subquery, this is using having condition. Which one is effective?
Having.
Yeah, having.
Having class will be more.
Yes, having is going to be effective because subquery means running two queries, it is going to take time. The inner query will run first and then comes the outer query. So what happens? Definitely it is going to take time. Okay, now this is what we have covered so far. My requirement is now changing. My requirement is now changing. What is happening is, let us say this is my sales table. This is my sales table. Okay, now what exactly is the requirement is, with respect to company, company wants to know, 2018 what was the sale. This was a sale in 2018. January 15th, February 12th, March 3rd, 2018. These are the only sale happened. 2019, this is a sale happened. 2020, this is a sale happened. I need a result in such a way that I need like 2018, 2019, 2020. And what was the sale in 2018? 2018, it's going to be 7,000 plus 8,500, it's 16,500. In 2019, this is only 2019, it is 7,500. This company wants to know, how much sale has happened with respect to year. What is 2020? 3,500. Only one, right? 2020. Okay. Okay. Any guesses how to do this?
You have to use the group by function, but before using the group by function, you have to convert the date into year format. Just year format. Take year from the
Okay. First you're telling write a group by. So group by it will be sale date. Okay. And
but
you're telling sum of sales,
yeah.
and you're telling it's like group by
Tell me.
one. Okay. Now I'll go and write this.
Now you won't get it, I think.
Why you will not get
Sub
it?
Because
before
your
sum.
dates are different, right? But you want in the year wise, right? Here, if the
Yeah.
two dates are common, then only you'll get group by.
Okay. Now I'm telling 2018 sale means on each and every day it was sale happened, that would have given this query. But my requirement it will not give, because this is something which is there with respect to year. This is something with respect to year. Okay, how can we achieve this? This can happen in the real time. There could be n number of sale happen on different dates. Client is interested only in total sales with respect to each and every year. Okay, how to achieve this? So for that, what we have to do is we have a very good function. Okay, so what I will do after the star, whatever I write, it is going to add me a one more, it is going to add me one more column. Okay, so that's what we have learned, right? We have learned something called the rank function, dense rank function, everything. It's something like adding an extra column. What I will do now, I will write this comma. I will write this comma. Okay, there is one function called extract. There is one function called extract. Okay, so in between extract, what I will do is I will extract year from sale date. Okay, so select star, after star I've written comma and I've written extract year from sale date. Means in this column you extract only year. In the sale date column you extract only year. That is what this query is going to give. I will run it, I will get the answer like this. So this is a extract year from sale is an extra column which I've added. That itself is has taken the column name. I don't want that. I will give something called YR. YR, I will give the alias name. So if I run this, I will get this. Okay. Now can anyone tell me how to fulfill this?
Just take the first extract that function here.
Extract function,
Yeah.
I'll take it. Then
Replace with sale date.
okay.
Then use in group by this. Now run the query.
2018 16,500, 2019 7,500, 2020 3,500. Yes, my requirement is satisfied. My requirement is satisfied. Okay, now client is worried about, hey, I don't want year, I want month. In which month how much sale is happened, how can I get it?
Replace the year with month.
Replace the year with month. With respect to January, this is a sale happened. With respect to February, this is a sale. March, this is a sale. August, this is a sale. June, this is a sale. And this is something with respect to May. Okay, so what we are going and doing here is we will try some functions. We'll try some functions. This is for year, this is for year, and we'll try to understand what is month is going to give. What is month is going to give. MTH, I'll give just a small name. So if I go and run this, this is the month. So 01 is a month, this is a month. 02 is a month, this is a month. 03 is a month, 08 is a month, 06, I'm getting only the month wise also I will get it. Okay, what if I write date? What if I write day?
Date we will
Yeah,
get.
I'll get 15, I'll get 12, I'll get 10, I'll get 12, I'll get 25, 25th, and this is 26th. Okay, now what if I need everything? I can just go and keep on adding. After this comma, again you write, copy paste it. This time you write month and give MTH. Again you copy, this time you give it as year, and this time you give YR. Okay, so what if I need date, I need month, and I need year? I will get with respect to this. Okay, now this query is fine. 23 to 27, I got date, I got month, I got year. So that means 15th is a date, 1 is a month, 2018 is a sale. Okay, now you tell me whether this will work or not.
Yeah, it will work.
Okay, everyone agree?
Not work.
It will
Why?
not work.
Here is one.
Year is
Year
not
is
an
an existing column.
okay. Year is not an existing column. I will go and run this. I'm getting an error. Unknown column y are in the where clause. Very clear error it is throwing. It will not give an answer because this is an not an existing column. But still I can use it. I can filter it. How to do it? Write a simple select query on
Select
top
start
of it.
from.
On
Start
top of
from.
it. And for this you write an alias name A, and now you run it. Now it will work because for this subquery this is an actual column. Now if I run it, I will be able to achieve only 2018 records. If you want only 2019, you'll be getting only 2019 records. If you want only 2020, you'll be getting this. Okay, so now what we have done, we have applied something called subquery, and this is treated as a table, and I'm applying filter condition. It depends, either you can go with year dot year, or maybe you can just give it as year, because in this table, for this table, this is a columns that is present, so YR is already present, so I can easily filter it. Okay, now what is happening, the complete query which you have written, you can filter it. All these are something called additional columns. After star you're writing additional column, right? So once you write the additional column, in future there could be a requirement where client is asking, hey, can you tell me what is 2020 sales? Can you tell me what is 2019 sale? Can you tell me what is 2018 sales? Definitely they will ask you year wise. So one thing you have to always remember is just extract the information and start working on it. Like start giving the results whatever they want. Okay, again and again I'm repeating, answering question is something the first work you will get in a project. Initially, the moment you go and work in a project, they'll ask you to explore the data. They'll start asking questions. Hey, tell me what happened yesterday. Even just after some time I have to log into my system, the first thing I'm going to do for today's work, for the entire week, which is today is the start of the week, the first thing which I'm going to work will be, so always it is going to be like what happened in the last 2 days, what sale happened, because I was off, the team was off, the sales team was off, everyone is off, but people would have purchased more in Amazon. Weekend they would have purchased, but in real time I'm working for an investment banking. So investment banking, people would have purchased some products like ETF, mutual fund, something they would have purchased. I want to see the sales happen. The first thing which I'm going to write is morning, I'll be writing what happened in the last 2 days. You'll be working in Amazon, you will be working in Flipkart, you may work for any other store, maybe whatever it is, what happened is something you'll go and check as a first work. Okay, so this is something which you have to understand. Okay, now let's go back to one new data set. Okay, so one new data set. So what I will do, I will write a select code, or maybe before that I'll use one data. See, this is present in Amazon DB. Okay, this table which I'm running now, select star from Amazon DB dot electronic store. If I run this, this is a real data. This is a real data. Okay, which I'm getting. Let us write some code. Okay, so I'll just write some code. If this is what is your project data, what you have to do as a first step, I will tell you. Okay, why I've given Amazon DB is my already I'm in a different database, something like KSR retail store database is there. So that this data, which is electronic store data, it is present in Amazon DB. Either you could have just written like this, Amazon DB. Okay, then you could have skipped this, this will work, okay. I'll go and show it, this will work. Okay, but if you don't want to use this, always call it with the database name, this will also will work. Okay, now let us see, I need answers quickly. Okay, whatever I'm seeing, whatever I'm explaining, it is everything is thought, but I'm going to apply in the real time. Okay, straightforward. How many records are there? How to get it?
Select count star from.
Counts.
Count star from table name.
Okay, see, even here I should give this database name if I'm not selected this. Okay, but since I have given that use command, now it is already in this database, so now this is name is not required. Okay, so now I'll run it. Okay, 15,000 records, 15,000 records. Okay, now I'll go and run again this. In this 15,000 records, can anyone tell me which region is having how many count of data?
Select region. Select region count.
Okay, before that I'll just have your question. Count from each region.
Region.
Okay, select
Region
region,
count. Count star. I mean,
count star
from the
from.
table name. Yeah, and group by region.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all. Okay,
Yeah.
now if I go and run this, Europe is having 3081, North America is having 8,800, Asia is having 3,500. All this has to come up with 15,000. All this has to add up with 15,000. Okay, if you add it, this and this, I think it is somewhere around 6,000 plus 8,000. Yeah, definitely it will add it to 15,000. Okay, now you tell me, which product maybe like sort it with respect to maximum sales of product. Like there are products, right, different sales. I want to see the highest product on top.
Select
Select
star from
star from
table name.
table name,
Order by
order by
sales
sales,
descending.
descending. So what is a product? The product name, it is, this is a product name, this is a product name, so this product name, Fabricum Independent Filmmaker, that is a product which has made more sale. Okay, now what is happening? One thing observe in the real time, always don't go and write always a simple select. Why? Because if the data is, see this, all this what happened, right? You have 15,000 records. 15,000 records is coming here. The entire 15,000 records is something which is coming here. The count, if you say, it's going to be 15,000. In the real time, what happens is, if you're running this on your real data set, the system will get hanged. This is fine because it is just 15,000. What if your data is having 15 lakhs? What is if your data is having 1 crore? Do you think 1 crore data you can keep on scrolling like this?
No. By using max.
No, it's not max. What you have to do is you have to first come up with something called, there is something called limit function. There is something called limit function. What this limit will do is, out of this 15,000 record, give me only 10 records. First it will order by sales. Order by sales means what? This is what it is ordering. So what I will get, I'll get this, 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 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I am going to get only this records. So always keep a best practice of writing limit function, because limit function is something which will limit to display the data in your result set. If you cannot see all 1 crore data set here, it is fine, just 15,000, so I am writing it. Whatever we have used in our data set so far, everything is respect to a normal data, right? I can clearly tell a small data, but in the real time, always try to write limit. Okay, now I will write this. Maybe 10, it is not visible. Maybe let us write 8. Only 8 records is something you will get it. You have ordered by sales, that is fine, and you are getting with respect to sales here. Okay, and one thing observe, if you don't give this also, there is an option like here. Okay, in the drop down you can see, you can set it up like you don't want to write it in every code. You don't want to write it in every code. For example, I don't want to always write a limit function like limit 5, limit 1, limit 2. If I give limit 2, only 2 records will come. If I write only limit 5, I'll get 5 records. Okay, but if you don't want to always write it here, you can go and select here whichever you want in the tool. But I would say don't use the tool, just go with the coding. Anything you code it, okay. So now my code is achieved, like I want to get the top 5 sales product, I will easily get. Okay, now I want an answer from someone who have not answered till now in this class. Okay, let us see who will speak now. Very simple question, very simple question. Tell me second highest product sale making. Whichever product is there, whichever product has made second maximum highest sale, I need to get this.
Select.
Select.
Star.
Star.
Dense rank.
Dense rank.
Product. Over.
Dense rank over.
Over.
Sorry. Products.
In over I have to write product.
Order by product.
Order by product name. Close the bracket.
Order by product name descending.
Rename it with PN.
From.
Okay, I'll rename it to something called RNK. From.
Table name. Where.
Where? Why where?
No, sir. We need to write a subquery for using where.
Okay, okay, write a subquery. select star from.
Now use where, sir. Where?
Okay. Okay, I'll give some alias
Write
there.
that also.
Where? A
A dot
dot
A dot RNK
10K
RNK equal
equals
to.
to 2.
Okay. I'm going to tell this query is not going to work.
Because product name.
I asked a very simple question. Very simple question. If I go to my query, which we discussed today, okay, if I'm running this, based on the marks, I'm ranking the name, like I'm ranking the student. Here also I asked the same question. Here also I asked the same question. What did I ask? Based on the sales, give me which product is coming first. For that you rank it. This is a rank number 1, this is a rank number 2, this is a rank number 3. But what the query have given, where is the sales in this?
In place of product name, we can write
Okay,
sales.
what I have to write?
Sales.
order by sales.
Okay, now instead of displaying everything, I will just give product name. Instead of displaying everything, maybe, okay, let us run like this. So this is a product sale which has the highest one. This is a second highest product. This is the second highest product. If I want something with respect to third rank, what will we do?
In place of 2.
This is a second highest, sorry, this is a third highest product sale. It is a projector. Okay, I'm telling, give me top 10 products. Who can tell me?
Then we need to remove the where class and give limit to 10 rows.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay,
need to
I'll
remove where
remove.
class.
Okay,
Delete subquery also, I think.
remove subquery also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, then
Then limit to 10 rows and start, limit table. Not here, limit table.
limit table. That's what I'm writing, limit.
Yes, sir, no problem.
It will work.
Then run it. Maybe, I think.
Everyone agree?
Maybe it will work.
Yes, it will work.
If I run this, I have got it. Okay, so it is ordering by rank. Okay, but this is an extra column which I have added. Okay, which I have got it here. Okay, now if I want to display only the product name, what will I do? Everything is coming,
In
star is there, right? Everything is
In the
coming.
place of star, we need to use product name.
We can remove dense rank and order by order.
Okay, you're telling dense rank itself is not required. Based on the sales only, you will order it. Yeah, you can do it. Okay, now I'll go and give product name. So this is the first product. This is a second product. This is a third product. This is a fourth product which has made more sale, and I'm getting the ranks. And top 10 is something which I'm getting here. Okay. So now one thing you observe, this can be achieved even from here. This is a third rank highest product sale. Okay, so here if you see, I don't have an extra column. Like for example, if I'm writing here, this is a dense rank function. Here I can write something called product name. Here I can write something like product name, and for this product name, what I can do is I can just write, okay, where dense rank or rank is less than or equal to 10. Okay, maybe less than means 11. So less than 11 means between this 11, whatever is there, I'll go and get the 10 products. Okay, you can write it in n number of ways. Okay, so some of them telling that I will not write a dense function as well. Some of them are telling that I will write it and I will put limit, still you will get it. And some of them are telling, yes, you can do it with respect to this, still you can do it. Okay, one more thing is you can write in condition. Rank equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This also you can do. This also you can do. Okay, so you can write it in n number of ways, you will still get the answer. Right? Now with respect to one thing, I'm going to ask you, with respect to country, with respect to city, tell me which combination is giving me more sale, how to do it. I'm asking you Russia. In Russia, Moscow is there. In Moscow, how much sale happened?
Zanuj, can you go to the previous query, the one before this one? Yeah, what you did in this one?
Nothing I did. This was a limit 10. One of you told limit 10. What I did is I just wrote rank in condition.
Okay, instead of that one, you're saying 1 to 10 ranks. Huh?
No, 1 to 10 I gave an example, but what I would have written is I would have written like this. Less than 10. So whichever rank is done, I will be getting the top 10 products.
Okay, this is within the as a subquery.
Yes, this is a subquery. This is actual code. This is a subquery.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now come back to this. Come back to this. What I was asking, where is that code? Okay. So now what I'm asking, with respect to Russia, Moscow. See, I'll tell you. United States, Belu, what is a sale? United States, Yakima, what is a sale? United States, Pittsfield, what is a sale? I need to get this. How to get this?
Select
Select country, comma, city.
Send country, comma, city.
Do you want the sum of sales or sales?
Sum of sales. I need. How can it be
Sum of,
sales? If it is sales, it will be
yes,
duplicate, right?
the sum of sales from table name. Group by country, comma, city.
Okay. Everyone agree? With respect to country, with respect to city, I need total sales. Will this work or not?
it will work.
Yeah, it will
Will
work.
Okay.
Need
Let
to
us
use
go.
partition maybe.
Need to use partition. Why partition? Am I asking any dense rank? Am I asking any rank here? So if you go for dense rank and if you add only with respect to country wise, I can give it here. But what is my simple requirement? With respect to country, city, what is the total sales? See, don't confuse. The partition will come in a rank function where I want to rank it. Now I'm not asking your rank. I'm asking a simple group by condition. A simple group
Okay,
by
sir.
condition. Yeah, with respect to country, city, what is the total sale? Now if I run this, I'll be getting country, mosque, and total sale. Okay, so let us say I will order this by country. What will happen? In Russia, in Australia, Canberra, this is a sale. Australia, Sydney, this is a sale. Canada, this is a city. This is a sale. Canada city sale, Canada city sale, Canada city sale, Canada city sale, Canada city sale. There are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 cities in Canada. Okay. Suppose if I want to order it
Satish,
by,
can you limit that decimal point to 2 in some of cells?
yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We'll do that. Okay. So now when come back to order by country, so what if I need order by, what if I need order by sales? What if I need order by sale? So I'll just copy this and I will paste it here. Order by
GT
sale.
ascending order.
Yeah.
Sales
Now,
ascending order.
yeah. Now if I run it, it is going to give me ascending order.
Ascending order.
Okay. So what is this ascending order? This ascending order is something which is giving me by default, but let us say I will do it with respect to descending order. That means maximum should come first. Maximum should come first. Now I'll run this. Now I'll run this. I will get this. Now I will get this. Okay. Now you tell me which is the combination, like in which city and which country the maximum sale had happened. You can directly go and tell China, Belgium is a country and city which is having more number of sale. Okay. Any question so far?
Santosh, I have a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Please run the command select star from ELE underscore store.
Select star understand from ELE store.
Yeah.
Then
Please run. In the
okay.
date format, I have a doubt.
Okay, this date format is something, it is in text actually. This is not a default format.
Okay.
Okay, so
Actually,
default form, yeah, default format will be like this.
okay.
YY MM D. This will be the default, but now it is in text. If you don't believe me, just go and write describe of this table. So you will just get to know whatever the data type is. So for now, the date is in text data type.
Okay. Actually, in previously I practiced in one Excel file. In that file, date format is suppose 2019/01/01 like that. Like that, that format is will be work.
Which format?
YYY slash
y//
MM/DD.
MM/DT. See, one thing is, if you give something text, right? You give something text, whatever you write in this within this bracket, it will take.
Okay.
Okay. Even if you write like this, y, you give so much gap, and you give MMM, and even after see this gap, if you write DD, still it will work. Why? This is a text.
Yeah.
This is a text. Text means anything between quotes it will take. But if you give as a date, that is what we have seen, the date data type. The date data type will actually, go and give something called in this format. YYY MM.
This is the default format.
Yes, this is a default format.
Okay.
If you want to change the format, you have, okay, we have toDate function. Using the toDate function, you can do it.
Okay. Okay.
Whichever format you want as per your business, you can go and change it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now I'll go and tell you one thing. Okay. This is something called, I'm sorry. Okay. Let us say all this time we were running a select code, right? So once you write a select code, you can use it for any of the calculation as well. For example, select 7 plus 5 plus 4 minus 2 multiplication with 3. If I write like this, I will still get the answer. I'll still get the answer. If you do all the mathematics operation, you will get the answer. Okay, now I'll make even more complex. Okay, I will make even more complex, and then what I'll write from dual. Okay, so usually in my Oracle database and all, you cannot just run a select query like this. Select query should always come from condition. Okay, so in MySQL it is accepting it. If I just write a select code, it's coming. In Oracle and all, you have to write something like from will be there. From table name has to be mandatory in Oracle. Okay, so what is this dual is? Dual is a dummy table. Dual is a dummy table. Okay, so you run like this, you will still get it. Some of the databases will require from condition. So from dual, if you run, still I will get it. Still I will get it. Okay, now one thing is, usually what happens, right, when you're working in a project, most of your servers will be present in your US. Most of your data. Now what happened, this local desktop, this is MySQL data set, I've installed in my system. Okay, so if I've installed in my system, that if I just select system date from dual is optional in MySQL. Okay, either you write this or you don't write this, it will work. In MySQL it will work. Other databases, dual is a mandatory, because from condition is something they'll expect. So if I run this, what is the current date and timestamp of this database server is something which I'm getting. Today is April 19th, and if you see here, this is a time. This is what I was telling. Default will be y, and it is mm, and it is dd, and it is colon colon seconds. This is what is a default format. Okay, if you don't believe, I'll show it again. Yeah, this is the default date time. Y, dd, seconds. This is what I've got it here. This is what I've got it here. Okay, so suppose they're asking select, like they're asking only the date. You want to select a date. Okay, yeah, here it is. So if I want current date, I will just go and write current date. Current date is something a built-in function. System date is a built-in function. So system date will give you the full format. If I say current date, I'll be getting current date. So if I want only time, current time is also a function. So you'll get to know what is the exact time now. 8:19:33 seconds is a current time now. So this current time now will be in this format. This format. minutes second. That is what it is going to give. Okay, so all these are something. Select query is not always writing the table code. You will be writing with respect to some logics. You want some system date, everything, you can still get it. Okay, now let us say I'll go and write select, in quotes I will write some number. Okay, and from dual I'll give. Dual is not required, still I'll give. This is a number. Okay, now one of you asked me, give me only 2 decimal points. Give me only 2 decimal points. That was the question. Okay, so let us say this is my value. I will write something called round function. round, round function. For this function, this is a value, limit me to 2 decimal points. Now I run this, 2 decimal points. Out of this complete value, I am limiting 2. First you run on the simple query. Now you go back to your original query. Where is the original query? Okay, this is what you were telling. Limit it. Okay, don't want this decimal. Just write round function. For round function, 2 parameters you have to give. One will be the number and second will be how many decimal points you need. How many decimal points you need. So first I'll write round. This is a number and I will give only 1 decimal point. Now if I go and run this, just 1 decimal point. Okay, so just check with a simple query first write it and then you implement on your original data set. Okay, there are many functions in SQL. We have many functions. We have sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, round, everything are there. Just go and try to work on it. That's all. Very simple.
Santosh, can we use that round inside the brackets before cells?
Before set here also. Okay, that also you can do it. So let us say you're telling I don't need this. I'll write it here. So round sales, comma 1. Any syntax error? No. Sum is there. So this round function I'm applying for this and I'm using this. Oh, why it's not coming? Okay, let us first skip this. Oh, sorry, there was a comma, I guess.
Bracket missing, I think.
Yeah, just a minute. Now I'll just return a round now. Okay, I'll just return a round now. So if I run this, yeah, I've got the result. Okay, this I've written round. Now on top of this I'll write sum. Now also I'll get. Basically I'm applying a round function on some value where I'm limiting it. So after that you write count, after that you write sum, whatever you write, it will work.
If we add before sum, it will round that value after summing the data, right? On some value it will
first what it will do, yeah, first it will actually round it first. Where is the sales? First it will round it to 1, then it will add sum. Okay, in case of other thing, first what it will do is, first it will add everything. First it would add everything. So it will add all the decimal values, everything. Then it will apply round. So this is first rounding, then adding. This is first adding, then rounding. Brackets will run first. Whichever you are given in the bracket, that will run first. Both are same. Maybe first here what is happening is it is first summing up, right? So maybe all the decimal points it is adding. So this will give accurate results. And first first you're ignoring the decimal point, then you're summing. This may give not accurate, like
Same
not
as
accurate.
Bodum.
Sorry,
Same as Bodomas in mathematics.
BODMAS, yes, right, correct. Brackets of division, multiplication, something will come. Yes. Okay, are we good?
Yes, Santosh.
Yeah. Now from the day one, I am telling you, okay, I am telling you, SQL is a language. SQL is a language. So far, if you say in our last 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks, nearly 2 weeks, we have learned everything, like whatever is required, right from DML, DDL, creating a tables, inserting a records, working with data, coming up with aggregate functions, group by, having, in condition, where condition, between condition. Then comes a rank, dense rank, row number. Then comes a time functions. Everything whatever we have seen, then we have left out something called union, union all. Base two important concepts: constraints, joins. Everything whatever you have seen till now, I'm telling you it's a language. I'm telling you it's a language. Can you give any other example of any other language? It could be Java, it could be .NET, it could be Python. All these are language. All these are language. But have you ever thought, have you ever thought, like we have in a language, we have something called, some functions, some if condition, while condition, do while condition, for loop. Okay, in any language, whether you may ask whether it's a Python or it's a Java or it's something like .NET, you have seen all this for loop, while condition, do while condition, everything. But no one asked me a question so far. In our SQL, which is also a language, where have you used if condition? Where have you used for condition? Where have you used do while condition? SQL is also a language. If this is a language, where are these? Have you ever seen we trying all this? Has anyone got this question so far? When I tell it's a language, where are all this?
The query language, right?
It's fine. What is query language? Even it's a language, right? It's a language. Language means what? I have to solve the problem. I have to write some logics. I want to make sure the system understands. Computer understands my language. If I want repetitive task, what you will do? See, one thing happen is today morning when I log in my office, they'll ask me one code. They'll ask me one select code. Okay, let us say I'll go and write some simple select statement. I will go and run this. Okay, what I told, the moment I log in, I will go and check what happened in the last 2 days. Saturday and Sunday, what happened? I have a set of query which I have to run every weekend. Next weekend, again I will run the same code. After 2 weeks, again I will run the same code. Don't you think it is a repetitive task? Every week you're running the same code again and again, like you're writing the code again and again. That is really required. What people will think, they'll think to automate it. They'll not keep on writing code. Okay, so now the problem is how can we solve this? How can we understand? How can we write some automated logic, or like rather than writing everyday code, how can you write some fixed functions where you can use it whenever you want? What if there is some logic required? What if I need some if conditions, or what if I need something called while condition, do while condition, for condition? How can I handle this? This is a typical language concepts. Any language you take, Python, Java, .NET, SQL, any language you take, this is a typical concept. Language concept, right? You have to apply some logic. But where is this? Where is this in SQL? It's a query language, I understand, but it's a language. I have to have this. but so far we have never seen that scenarios. How to automate, how to write a logic, okay, we have never seen. Okay, so what we are going to see is this can be achieved, this can be achieved using something called PL SQL. Till now we have learnt only SQL. From tomorrow we are going to see something called PL SQL, where you will be writing some logics, where you will automate some functions. Like every day I keep on running code. I will get frustrated one day. I will tell, no, I'm not going to write anything. Why don't you automate it? Why don't you automate it? You just send some date. Based on the date, the query will give you result. So now I go and log into my system. I will not write select star from table where date between what was the date, Friday to Monday, it is 17th to 19th. So 17th April to 19th April, what is a sales made? I will write it. Next day what happens? Next week again I will write select star from table where date is between May 1st and May 3rd. Again, select star from table where May 3rd to May 5th. I can't keep on writing this. What I will do, I will write one generic code. Select code, I'll put it in one generic place. Okay, and then I will use it to my, I'll be using with respect to my code whenever I want. Whichever date you send, that is going to give you the result. That is all can be achieved using PL SQL. This is called procedural language. This is called a normal language with the extension of PL SQL. Like along with PL SQL, you can achieve this type of things. Okay. So again, I'm telling to learn complete PL SQL. It's a complete coding language. It's just like Python. It's like Java. It's like .NET. You need minimum of 6 months. This itself is a complete role, like data scientist, like a Power BI developer, like a Java developer. Java developer is what? Who writes the logic codes in Java. The same thing, there is a role called PLSQL developer. Okay, so this is a different role. Okay, but I am going to cover this on a basic level, because if tomorrow if someone is asking, hey, you are telling you know SQL, have you ever written any logics? You should never blink. And if they ask you what is the difference between SQL and PLSQL, you should never tell that I don't know, right? So what we are going to do, next 3-4 days, we are going to concentrate on PL SQL as well. Okay, but try to understand, just like our Java developer, just like our Power BI developer, just like our data scientist, this is a different role. This is a different role. Okay, but I'll just tell you on a basic level like what is required, because I don't want to like go with an incomplete topics. I'll tell you whatever the concept is there in PL SQL as well, but maybe the practical session will be less. Like I'll show some examples, 2-3 examples with respect to some functions, some if conditions, case conditions. So everywhere I'll show 2 examples. Okay, but if you want to become an expert in coding, you have to learn that for 6 months. It's all over different role. It is all over a different role. Okay, but we will continue that for the next 3-4 days. We will see why PL SQL is required, what are the things you can do it, how you can automate it. There also I'll tell, as a Power BI developer, which one you will be using more, I will tell. Okay, but rarely 0% is something you will be using with PL SQL. Power BI developer will never use this. Okay, but still we will learn. Okay, we will learn. We'll try to learn some basics on top of this. First we have learned SQL. Now we will learn what is PL SQL as well. Okay, on a very high level, but you will be able to tell what is the difference, what you can do here, what you cannot do here. Okay, and also I'll tell you how to automate it. That is something which you can do it in your projects. Even though your client is not asking, client will ask you only reports in Power BI, right? But still, if you want to automate some data loading and all, you can write some procedures I will explain tomorrow. Okay, so this will be the course. Next 3-4 days we are going to have PL SQL. I'm going to tell you all the basic levels, what you have to keep in mind, everything, and then we will be moving on to Power BI. Okay, so today we have almost completed whatever is required for Power BI developer. Everything we have covered. Okay, so here and there will be I'll also tell you towards the end where to practice, okay, and how to get used to few more functions, right? Whatever we have seen, it's more than enough to clear an SQL interview, but going forward, how to learn more, how to become an expert, how to practice it, something which I will tell in the upcoming classes. Once you learn this, then we'll be moving on to the next part, that is going to be our Power BI. That is a main course which we are going to concentrate. So all this whatever we have seen SQL is something we have started from scratch, right from why SQL is required, right from creating a table, and today we are answering the client question. Whatever client is asking, I am answering the question. We are up to this stage.
Okay. Small note.
Yeah.
So what will be the scope in real time as a Power BI developer? So what will be the scope of usage, SQL language? Like up to what extent we will use?
See, one thing is, where is the data stored in the real time? Data is always going to be stored like this. Okay, for example, if I run this, maybe what is our electronic store data? So electronic store data is there. So this data, this is the original data. Okay, data will be like this. Data will be like this. Okay, so what happens in the real time, you have to connect this database to your Power BI, because Power BI is about charts. I want to report it. I want to build some reports. Okay, so in the real time, what happens? You will be connecting this. So basically, what you will do, whenever the data is loaded, you will go and check some testing. You will do whether the Power BI result and your SQL result is it matching or not. You will run a count statement, like count code, whether the count from here and count from there it is correct or not. You will write group by here and check group by there. You will do whether it's correct or not. So basically, for testing purpose, having condition and coming for group by condition, count condition, maximum, minimum, date, everything is something you will be using in the real time. Limit will be very less. I would say 5 to 10% of only SQL. Remaining 90% you're going to use only as a Power BI, because in the real time, what happens in any project you take, there will be minimum 6 to 7 people. Okay, so one will be definitely a manager, one definitely will be a client who gives you work. Okay, one there will be definitely a team leader. Okay, team leader can be anything, like for example, he can be an SQL developer, or it can be a Power BI developer. Okay, so whoever is there in this group, you will be going as a Power BI developer. And there will be one more guy called SQL developer. SQL developer. Okay, so what I'm telling is, in a manager, client, whoever gives client, whoever is a team lead, Power BI, you are falling under this role. If there is any complex logic with respect to all this functions, if condition, this guy will take care. This guy doesn't know Power BI. This guy doesn't know Power BI. You know Power BI plus SQL. In the real time, this guy will take care any SQL code, any extra task coming, that guy will take care. But that doesn't mean that, suppose he's on leave. Suppose he's on leave and they will ask you write some questions. They'll ask you to write some code. What you will do? You cannot tell I don't know SQL, right? So whatever the basic things which is learned, the usage is going to be 5 to 10% only. Rest 90% you are going to use only Power BI. But one thing is, to crack the interview, they are going to start with SQL. That doesn't mean that 90% you're asking Power BI, just start shooting out my Power BI questions. That is not, it will work. They will look for multi-skilled person. Only Power BI, very difficult. In case you know SQL, you know Power BI, you know Azure, you will be like multi-skilled. The usage is going to be less because end of the day, you're going to do a reporting in Power BI. Okay, so but the usage is going to be little, but to crack the interview, something you have to answer SQL first. You will be falling under this category. Is it clear?
Okay, Santosh,
Yeah,
what is trigger and view?
everything you will see in the PLSQL. Next 3-4 days, we are going to cover everything.
Okay, in last week I attended an interview. In that interview, they asked trigger and
Yeah,
view.
yeah, correct. I'll tell you what are the maybe interview questions expected. And if you mention PL SQL in resume, they will definitely ask. If you just mention only SQL, they're not going to ask. Okay, I will tell you, if you are mentioning PL SQL in resume, what are the topics you have to understand. Everything we are going to cover in the next 3-4 days. What is trigger, what is view, everything we are going to see. Are we good?
Yeah, Santosh.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll go and see something called PL SQL. Okay, so again I'm telling, it's going to be something with respect to how much you have to know that we are going to teach, because it's like completely coding. Like how much time you spend for learning Python, how much time you learn for learning Java, how much time, that amount you have to learn with respect to PL SQL as well. Okay, but it's going to take time. So whatever is required for an interview purpose, or if you want to include in your resume what you have to concentrate, that we will cover.